His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa issued today Decree 48 for this year, appointing Major General Khalid Salim Al Absi as Ambassador at the General Court of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. His Majesty the King also issued Decree 49 for 2016, appointing Sheikh Nasser bin Abdurrahman Al Khalifa as Undersecretary at the Ministry of the Interior. His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa held today a telephone call with the Saudi Crown Prince, Deputy Premier and Minister of Interior, His Royal Highness Prince Mohammed bin Naif bin Abdulaziz Al Saud. The two sides reviewed bilateral relations and means of developing them on the different levels, in addition to issues of mutual concern and the latest regional developments. His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa received at Sheikh Hamad Palace this evening well-wishers from the Northern Governorate on the occasion of the holy month of Ramadan. The audience comes as part of His Majesty's keenness on meeting the kingdom's citizens from all cities and villages of Bahrain. The citizens congratulated His Majesty on the occasion, wishing him good health and happiness, and many happy returns, and to Bahrain and its people further progress and prosperity. They also expressed allegiance and heartfelt sentiments of gratitude and appreciation towards His Majesty for meeting with them, hailing his care and attention for issues relating to the capital and northern governorates, and ensuring decent living conditions for citizens. His Majesty thanked the citizens for their warm wishes and kind feelings, asserting that the virtues of the holy month of Ramadan boost communication within society. On behalf of the Northern Governorate's people, Dr. Abdullah Al-Hawaj delivered a speech in which he congratulated His Majesty the King on the advent of the holy month of Ramadan, wishing him and the people of Bahrain many happy returns. He confirmed the people's gratitude and pleasure in meeting with His Majesty the King, commending the development approach of the leadership to achieve the best interests of the people and meet their aspirations. He stressed that the people of the Northern Governorate renew loyalty and commitment to the wise leadership, wishing His Majesty the King further success in achieving more developments and reforms for the kingdom. His Royal Highness the Prime Minister Prince Khalifa bin Salman Al Khalifa issued today Edict 31 for the year, appointing Miyas Al-Mu'taz Ballah Hilmi, Director of the Department of Ship Registration and Sailors Affairs, Salih Muhammad Ali Al-Hamoud, Director of Safety and Security Aviation, and Salim Muhammad Hassan, Director of Air Traffic Management at the Ministry of Transportation and Telecommunication. His Royal Highness the Prime Minister Prince Khalifa bin Salman Al Khalifa received today at Arabia Palace accredited ambassadors and heads of diplomatic missions of friendly and neighborly countries in the Kingdom of Bahrain, led by Kuwait's ambassador to the kingdom, Sheikh Azam Al Mubarak Al Sabah. His Royal Highness affirmed the dangers and conspiracies facing the Arab nation aimed at causing segregation and division. He stressed the need to strengthen the Arab coalition to face the developments facing the Arab nation. He praised the role of Saudi Arabia in leading the Arab coalition and stressed the need for firmer stances that support this coalition. His Royal Highness noted the brave stances of Saudi Arabia in protecting and defending Arab countries, highlighting the threats against Arab countries aimed at disrupting security, stability, and unity, and hampering the development process. His Royal Highness the Prime Minister expressed sorrow over the fighting and conflicts within some Arab countries, and said that these unfortunate events affirmed the plans to break up the Arab nation's unity have today become a reality, thereby distracting their attention from the main Arab issue, namely the Palestinian situation. He called for an enhanced and effective role for the organizations and bodies concerned with Arab affairs. His Royal Highness rejected all forms of interference in Arab affairs and affirmed that with stronger cooperation, all dangers and conspiracies facing the Arab nation will be foiled. His Royal Highness then discussed with the ambassadors issues of common concern and praised communication between the ambassadors and Bahrain society, which affirms the strong ties between nations. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince, Deputy Supreme Commander and First Deputy Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa last night visited the majlises of Sheikh Abdul Hussein Khalaf Al Asfour, of the sons of the late Ali bin Yusuf Fakhro, and of Khalid Rashid Al Zayani. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince extended his best wishes on the holy month of Ramadan to the majlis hosts and guests, and noted that Ramadan reflects the unity and solidarity that exists within Bahrain society. The Crown Prince said that a key priority within the next phase of Bahrain's development is promoting the principle of fairness, which is a pillar to enhance the public sector's role in fostering opportunities for all. He added that continuing to increase competitiveness in a range of areas would help raise productivity and further improve citizens' living standards. He said that under the directives of His Majesty, the Kingdom would continue to drive development efforts to ensure that citizens' aspirations are met. The Crown Prince stressed the importance of continuing to invest in citizens' futures, adding that Bahrainis are a vital component of Bahrain's long-term development. He explained that the next phase of development would focus on creating an environment that is conducive to providing high-quality opportunities for all Bahrainis. The Majlis hosts and guests expressed their gratitude for the Crown Prince's visit and highlighted the important role the Crown Prince plays in advancing Bahrain's sustainable development. The son of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, patronized last night the closing ceremony of the 26th Bahrain Defense Force competition for recitation of the Holy Quran and knowledge of Islamic studies, held at the Royal Special Forces headquarters in Hamala. His Highness praised the outstanding level of proficiency and commitment of the participants in memorizing and reciting verses of the Holy Quran. He also noted the BDF's role in supporting such ceremonies. He congratulated the winners and expressed his best wishes for the future success of the event. The ceremony opened with the recitation of the Holy Quran, followed by a speech given by the Religious Guidance Director, in which he welcomed His Highness and extended his appreciation and gratitude for His Highness's sponsorship of the ceremony. He also expressed thanks to the BDF's General Command for organizing this ceremony and their steadfast support of such activities. Lieutenant Ahmed Mohammed Majid then gave a speech on behalf of the participants, in which he expressed thanks and appreciation for His Highness's sponsorship of the ceremony and noted the ceremony's important role in encouraging and supporting Quranic teachings, as well as learning and benefiting from Islamic principles and values. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Salman honored the panel of judges and presented certificates and awards to the participants. His Highness also honored the Royal Bahrain Air Force as the unit with the highest level of participation. The Minister of Foreign Affairs Sheikh Khalid bin Ahmed bin Mohammed Al Khalifa received at his Majlis al Rafa' the Minister of Foreign Affairs and Cooperation of the Islamic Republic of Mauritania, Dr. Asilko Old Ahmed Aziad Bey. They reviewed the distinguished bilateral relations between the two brotherly countries and ways of developing them in all fields, in addition to a number of issues of mutual interest and regional and international issues. The Minister of Foreign Affairs underlined the progressing brotherly relations between the two countries and people, stressing Bahrain's keen desire on improving these relations for the common interests of both countries and contribute to the development of the joint Arab action. He also noted Mauritania's hosting to this 27th Arab Summit meeting to be held in July. He wished the meeting success for the benefit of Arab issues. For his part, the Mauritanian minister wished Bahrain continued progress and prosperity. Later, the foreign minister held a Naftar banquet in honor of the Mauritanian minister and his accompanying delegation. The Minister of Education and Chairman of the Higher Education Council, Dr. Majid al-Naimi, chaired the Council's 38th meeting. The Minister expressed appreciation to His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa for reformulating the Council. The Council approved the formation of the Academic, Engineering, and the Managerial, Financial, and Scientific Research Committees. The Council stressed the need for all academic programs to be approved by the higher educational institutions before accepting new students. The Council approved the recommendations of the General Secretariat regarding the establishment of new higher education institutions. The Ministry of Justice, Islamic Affairs and Endowments emphasized the dangers of the systematic organizations which operate within the framework of external religious political reference, with apparent disregard for the duties of citizenship and peaceful coexistence, and a direct dependence on deepening sectarian political concepts and the consolidation of breaching the Constitution, the law, and all state institutions, as well as non-recognition of components in society in order to create a sectarian dimension to the political reality and seek to clone regional models based on sectarian lines. The ministry stressed that those organizations that have been implanted in the country have worked for decades on diverting from the concept of the state, secure legal cover for acts associated with extremism and terrorism, and work to create a new generation that carries the spirit of hatred, weakening the concept of convergence between the sects and creating conflicts for attempts to strengthen and consolidate national coexistence and pluralism, and this is out of the culture of exclusion, intolerance, and linking opposition political organizations in countries of the region with sectarian and extremist political parties that adopt terrorism. The ministry stressed its determination to combat this infringing extremism and protect the community from it by the force of law. Accordingly, the ministry emphasizes that any organization that adopts extremism and diverts from the Constitution and the law in Bahrain, an Arab and Muslim constitutional monarchy state that believes in tolerance, coexistence, and pluralism as a firm basis to rule, are illegal organizations, and its presence and continued operations are contrary to public order in the kingdom. In this regard, the ministry has submitted to court a request to dissolve the Al-Wafaq National Islamic Society. The court released today a court ruling on an expedited basis to close the headquarters of the association with reservation of its funds and suspend its activity until a decision on the substantive suit. This is based on the association's practice that targeted and are still targeting harming the principle of respect for the rule of law and the foundations of citizenship based on coexistence, tolerance, and respect for others, and to create an environment for terrorism, extremism, and violence, as well as a call for foreign interference in internal national affairs. The ministry pointed out that maintaining the security of the kingdom and the safety of its people, as well as achieving a better life for all citizens and consolidating more achievements in all fields, is the first responsibility of government. At this stage, the priority is to correct the political path for all and prepare to provide a suitable environment in coming elections under the principle of the freedom to form political associations or join any of them as national, popular, and democratic organizations working to represent citizens within the framework of national unity, social peace, and democracy, specialized by the Constitution and the National Action Charter. The ministry affirmed that maintaining security, continuing to promote developments in all fields, and achieving the 2030 economic vision of the kingdom is the fundamental force for all the faithful who work in this land in different positions and persuasions, who stood faithfully in the face of those extremist and exclusionary organizations throughout history and in various places, and practiced their role in the national construction and development, as well as served their community without discrimination. Bahrain and Gulf Arab states will continue to be an oasis of safety, security, and home for every faithful, whatever direction the doctrine or faith of those who have demonstrated loyalty by word and deed. Earlier today, we spoke to member of the Foreign Affairs, Defense, and National Security Committee of the Representative Council, MP Jamal Bouhassan, who presented his own point of view regarding the verdict to dissolve the Al-Wafaq National Islamic Society.
We are truly thankful, and we support the court decisions because of how harmful Al-Wafaq was to the society and the people. And we are at Bahrain Parliament, we supporting these decisions, and we are very happy with these decisions because Al-Wafaq was not follow the procedures and the law of Bahrain Kingdom. We are hope to take more decisions, strong decisions about Al-Wafaq and the people which want follow Al-Wafaq, because they are supporting the terrorism and they are follow the Iranian people by Al-Haras theory. And we are supporting any decisions, future decisions by Bahrain governance or by the courts, actually.
And the public prosecution is currently investigating instances attributed to officials from Al-Risala Islamic Society, the Islamic Enlightenment Society at Taw'iyah, and Dar al-Yaqeen Library. In a statement issued today, the public prosecution said that the instances that constituted crimes included receiving and raising funds illegally, as well as money laundering. The public prosecution said it had been notified by the Financial Intelligence Directorate at the General Directorate of Anti-Corruption and Economic and Electronic Security Directorate that the suspects had raised money in Bahrain and abroad in ways that were contrary to the provisions of the legal regulations in force. Following investigations into the matter, the public prosecution ordered the disclosure of the banking accounts of the officials of the two associations in the library and the follow-up on their remittance and financial transactions in order to gather the necessary evidence regarding the sources of the funds and the ways they are spent. The public prosecution asserted that the implementation of its orders proved the conclusions of the security investigations. The suspects were also found to have spent the funds in their accounts in ways that breached the legal regulations. Based on the evidence, the public prosecution then ordered the reservation of the sums deposited in the suspects' bank accounts. It also ordered the inspection of the headquarters of the two associations and the library to seize the records and documents related to the fundraising.